Sarah Palin is under consideration to head the Veteran Affairs. So, got an article here from The Hill. Gonna have some quotes here. Gonna link it down below in the description for you guys to go look at. So here's a quote according to The Hill. Quote, former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin is under consideration to serve as the Secretary of Veterans Affairs in Donald Trump's administration. ABC News reported Wednesday. All right, so Sarah Palin's name has been floated around a lot for vaguely being in his campaign or not campaign but cabinet, a position in his cabinet, but there was never any specifics, and we don't know for sure if she'll even be the nominee because there is some opposition in that, I believe, and we will see what ends up happening. But Sarah Palin, in my opinion, would be a terrible pick for anything at all because I think that she's extremely contradictory. She really is not very intelligent, and I'd love to see someone prove otherwise and tell me how her whole family and her life has not been a total contradiction of what she has spent her whatever part of her life on, a big chunk of her life on fighting for. All right, another quote here. Quote, Palin posted the ABC News article saying she was under consideration for the VA position to her Facebook page on Wednesday. She also shared a post from her son-in-law, Dakota Meyer, a Medal of Honor recipient that touted her support for the country's troops. All right, so this is interesting. Now, notice that I said son-in-law. So now I don't mean to go through and trash everything because obviously all due respect to all of the troops and all that whatnot, but I would just like to say that the reason she's not mentioning her own son is because her son, Track, I think is his name, went into the military and actually has came back since and has been having a lot of trouble, has had a recent domestic abuse case, which is pretty damn bad, especially a bad image for them. But that's not a good look for them, I'll tell you that for free. And I feel like it's very shady in that case to me. She really has to reach out and look for something to back hers up. It's not even her own son's actually a son-in-law. So, anyways, another quick quote here. Quote, a pro-private sector individual who surely understands bigger government is not the answer. A president who promised to drain the swamp and clean up all government corruption. All things our vets and active duty troops deserve. Okay, so, Sarah Palin, I completely agree with this. We should have drained the swamp, quote unquote, but that's not even what Trump's doing. Look at his picks. I read an article headline that said it's going to be the richest cabinet in the history of cabinets ever. Okay, how in the fuck is that draining the swamp? Please tell me. Also, these conservatives are the ones who always tout being pro-army and pro-troops. You know how many loopholes there have been in the veteran affairs system where people are on waiting lists and don't get help? I mean, think about why so many of them are homeless and don't have jobs when they come back. These people say that they're pro-military and pro-troop, but really they send them out to die in useless wars that people who actually are pro-military don't support. So they claim to be pro-military while they are sending them out literally to die in offensive wars that are unnecessary in Iraq. Thousands of people died for that, and these people claim to be pro-military. They are not pro-military. We've seen that time and time again. Like I said, they leave the loopholes in the system for the Veterans Affairs. People have no jobs, no work, no nothing. There's veterans homeless on the streets. It's horrible. They're not pro-military. The people who want to give them benefits, people who want to not send them to these wars, are the people who are pro-military and pro-troop. And I want to get that straight because these dimwits have you tricked. They have you played.